So after enjoying my holiday and my time away with my friends and all that, I come back and I think, okay, cool, we have a UFC, we're back in the flow. I enjoyed a few days off creating videos, but I'm really looking forward to getting back. And then I realize I'm coming back to this lump of shit right in front of your eyes. One of the worst fight night cards in UFC history is upon us. Look at who is this bloke? Who is this guy? Oh my days, bro. It's actually one of the worst fight nights I have ever seen. And to think that the UFC can even... I know this was a cancelled bout, okay? But who the fuck was even... Let me check who was the original main event. To think this is the main event that they could put together on such a short notice, okay, is absolutely fucking ridiculous. The UFC's cards have been absolutely tragic lately. You know me. I usually break down every single card. It was meant to be Amir Albazi, okay? Which is an okay main event. It's really not that good at all, to be honest with you. I break down every single card every single week. I love breaking down fight night cards. I love talking about every single fight. I love looking into new fighters. I love looking into new styles. Maybe this is a prospect. I love looking at it all. But I have fucking zero interest in this main event. I mean zero, okay? Tazu Terrara kind of got like a bit of clout off the Brandon Royval loss. I actually picked Royval in that fight, and he was a massive underdog. So yeah, fucking have that, mate. And Hyung Sung Park, I've seen a few of his fights, nothing special, but I have a little bit of sympathy towards the UFC because this was a short notice fight. But take away the main event, let's have a little look-see here. Chris Duncan in the co-main event, like, are you really excited for any of these fights? Carla Rosa versus Nora Kalon. Neil Magny, bro, this brother's not stopping. Danny Silva. Are you really hyped for a Tresean Gore fight? Nathan Fletcher, actually, I want to talk a little bit about Nathan Fletcher. Nathan Fletcher's one of the actual people I actually have an interest on in this card. I break down every single fight like I was saying, but this is just a complete waste of time and nobody cares, okay? I'd rather get a rant video in and see if that can get some fucking views, but Tresean Gore and Nathan Fletcher I have been watching for years. I'd say I've been watching Nathan 4 years now, when he was in Cage Warriors and shit like that. And I kind of knew him from Paddy Pimblett and, what's their gym? Team X Gen, or Next Generation, actually, sorry. I kind of knew that from, Luke Riley's there, Molly McCann's there, obviously Nathan Fletcher was there. There's a guy with the beard as well, I can't remember his name. So their gym has a lot of like good fighters and Cage Warriors that I was keeping an eye on throughout the years. Nathan Fletcher was definitely number one. He coming off a fucking, I think it's the Caleb Loughran loss. Very close fight. Caleb Loughran actually is in the PFL now, which is bit shit. I've been watching him for a few years as well. I thought he could have stayed in the UFC. Same with Paul Hughes. Kind of fighters take the route of like money, which is fair. I'm not denying that at all, which is completely fair. But I also think if you really think you can make it to the top, I think if you really think you can make it to the top of the UFC, that's where the money is. That's where the real money is. That's where the real fame is. That's where the real deals are. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the PFL is very good, money. Not short term either, long term, but I feel like the real shit at the top is at the UFC, in my opinion. But yeah, I've been watching Nathan Fletcher for a few years now. I actually will look forward to watching his fight. He's kind of one of those fighters, no matter what kind of a card he's on, I'll watch. But Tresean Gore, I've been watching him for, to be honest with you, maybe 3.5 years, probably 4 years now, actually, with the Ultimate Fighter. I think that was 2021, somewhere 2021, Volkanovski Ortega. I've been watching him, like Brian Battle, Andre Petrosky were on that. So that was a pretty good Ultimate Fighter, I won't lie, but Nick Glenn, you know what I mean? Austin Bashi. Now, I have been watching Austin on the Contender Series, and he is one of those people I do like to keep an eye on. There's a few like kind of prospects on this card which are pretty good, but apart from that, man, it's such a shit card. Like, and even the pay-per-views we have coming up, I think it's 320 is very good. The Ankalaev versus Pereira card, that's an extremely good card. Extremely good card. I really like that card. But the Aspinall versus Garn card's absolutely fucking shit. Hamzat versus Drake is 319, I think it is. Only got a co-main event yesterday. Lerone Murphy versus fucking Aaron Pico. I'll make a video on that tomorrow. Apart from that, bro, such fucking wank cards. They're honestly fucking tragic. This card is, in my years of watching MMA, look at that, man. Like, look at that. But The actual main event, I might as well give a prediction on the main event. I am going to go with Tatsuya Tura via second round finish. I feel like I'm out there in the second round. He's got way more experience. Hyun Sung Park's taking on short notice as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not a great main event, and it's not one that has a fucking interest at all from the fan base as well. I feel like I made a video saying if I was UFC president, what would I change? I feel like you just need to trim cards like this, cards like Aaron Blanchfield versus Macy Barber, just off the UFC and put these guys on pay-per-views to make it even more stacked. I think that just makes way more sense than lobbing them on a random fight night in the fucking Apex that nobody cares about. Nobody cares about. At least give these fighters a chance to glow on the big stage on a pay-per-view or a big fight night, and even extended cards would be pretty good. You know, longer cards, more fights. As long as they're good fights, I don't really care. But this shit is fucking wank, bro. And I was in France, lovely lovely place. But coming back to news like this, kilo deji de. It is fucking awful. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to talk about the card because it's that shit, and I talk about every single card. Will I be breaking down every fight? Absolutely fucking not, because it's tragic, bro. And I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, as much as I love breaking down all the cards, there's nothing quite like, for me, it really makes me excited when I see a stacked card, and I can just sit here. I don't have to do like an incredible amount of research. Like, I know the fighters, I know where they're good, I know their wins, I know their losses, and I could just sit here and talk. I've done that so many times for big cards, where I just sit here and go off the top of my head, and I've actually gotten a good bit of it right. Okay, I get some predictions wrong, whatever, but let me know what you think about this absolute shit show down below. Like, subscribe, all that good shit, and thanks for watching.